Okay, so for today, we are going to be multiplying to divide. And we practiced this strategy a little bit last week, but we are going to do it again because we are going to be moving more into division. So in this here, it says water conservation. I thought this was a great strategy or problem to work out for us right now. So it says, do you want to help conserve water? Here are some water saving tips. Be sure to show all of your work for each of the problem. Well, we're going to do some of these problems together, and then you are going to do the rest of them on your own. So the first part says, if you leave the faucet running while you take a 5-minute shower, you use about 400 cups of water. How many gallons is that? Well, if you can't remember, in 3rd grade, you learned that 16 cups equals 1 gallon. So if I know 16 cups equals 1 gallon, I can use this table right here and I can make a ratio table with some more value that I can use later on. So again, 1 gallon equals 16 cups. Some of the numbers that I like to use, if you guys didn't remember, obviously 2 or doubles is always good. So if I have 2 gallons, that would be double 16, which would be 32 cups. Another one that I like to use is 10, right? Because we always like to jump high sometimes. So if I had 10 gallons, that would mean I would have 160 cups. And some of you even like to go to 100, so that would be 1,600 cups. Now, we also like to do halves as well. So 5 is half of 10, remember? So I could do a 5. And so that means if I had 5 gallons, I would have half of this, so it would be 80 cups. Or 50 here. So if I had 50 gallons, it would be half of that, which would be 800. And I'm going to do one more since I have one more space. I'm just going to do 20 because I already have 2 here. I'm going to do 20, which would be simply, adding a 0 to 32. So it's 320. Okay, so now let's answer this question. So again, it says how many gallons is that when we wasted 400 cups of water? So we're going to look here at our table here, and we have, if I start with 1 gallon is 16 cups, and I need to get to 400 cups, that's it down here. Now, if you notice, is there anything close to it? Not really, but this one I know that half of 800 is 400. So if I have this to make it 400, then I just need to have the top. So that would make it 25, which was really easy to finish solving this problem. So the problem was actually 400 divided by 16, and that equals 25 gallons. This is 40 cups divided by 16 cups each equals 25 gallons. Now, if I keep going to the next problem, I'm just going to push it up a little bit so you can still see the ratio table. It says, if you get wet, turn off the water to soap up and turn the water back on to rinse off. You only use about 64 cups of water. How many gallons is that? Well, once again, if 1 gallon is 16 cups, and I need to get to 64. Now I could look up here, well, this one is probably the closest. So I did 2 would get me to 32 cups. And I can see that if I double this, it would make 64. So that means I need to double this, which would be 4 gallons. So again, the problem was 64 cups divided by 16 cups equals 4 gallons. And then the last one. Now you're not going to be able to see my ratio table as best. There we go. So the last one says, if you take a shower every day and use the method described in the above A part, how many gallons of water can you save in a day? How many gallons of water can you save in a week? So again, if you take a shower every day and use the method described in this part, how many gallons can we save in a day? So this is how much we could use, and then this is how much we are using. So of course, we're just going to subtract these two. So I could use up to 25 gallons, and then, but I only am using 4. So how much do we save? We save 21 gallons of water a day, per day. So how many is that in a week? Well, that's 21 times 7. We've been practicing standard algorithm, so 7 times 1 is 7, 7 times 2 is 14, 147 gallons per week that we could save. All right, so we're going to continue. I want you to understand that using this, we're actually multiplying up to find a division answer. So this was a really easy way to do that. I hope you will use this in the future if you have a hard time using the long division strategy.